Good evening, everyone, and good evening, Dr. Calderon. My name is Lyndon, and this is my weekly assessment video submission for the topic alternative energy sources that we are to present to the Secretary of the Department of Energy. For this assessment, my topic that I would be presenting would be called is graphene batteries. I believe the graphene battery is the innovation that the Philippines desperately needs in order to further the development of clean and renewable energy. This development would also lead to mass production and mass adoption of clean and renewable energy as well. So renewables like solar and wind power have become more viable and affordable. However, these alternative energy sources present the problem called the duck curve. The duck curve is a phenomenon where the peak hours of solar and wind do not match the peak hours needed by the grid. Because our grid is still an ancient infrastructure, it cannot meet this type of imbalance in the system. I believe that graphene is the link between renewables gaining mainstream adoption and economical grid energy storage options. So why do I believe graphene is this link? Graphene is considered to be the most electrically conductive material. Developments, especially from Samsung, they've developed a graphene ball microstructure that, when embedded on Li-ion batteries, it is able to hold more charge and lasts longer. Even websites like the Graphene Council and the Graphene Info provide basics on graphene's properties, and especially its applications as a battery. But places like YouTube, Reddit, and Google provide an even greater amount of articles that we can view upon and research more about graphene. What surprises me about the technology that is graphene is that it exhibits properties that not only makes it great as a battery, but as a catch-all material that could provide the necessary link between today's technology and tomorrow's technology, such as it being 200 times stronger than steel, lighter than air, and even having high electrical and thermal conductivity. I highly recommend this topic to my class because finding a way to cheaply store energy in the grid will be a game changer for our development. This energy topic is the best choice in my opinion because by having a way to efficiently and cheaply store energy, we can finally remove our reliance on having non-renewable energy sources such as coal-fired power plants or even oil-fired power plants to provide the baseload required by the grid. Having a cheap and efficient energy storage option would considerably make electricity cheaper, create more jobs for our fellow men, and help us usher into a renewable and sustainable future. At the moment, the feasibility of graphene batteries lies on research teams finding a way to manufacture graphene at a cheap and economical price that is safe for the environment. As far as battery tech is concerned, though, there are several companies who have developed real graphene batteries that show promise towards this pursuit. However, more research and development is needed so that graphene may be applied for on-grid energy storage options. So some important facts about graphene include that the graphene battery market was valued at $15 million by 2015. By 2016 to 2024, it is expected to grow around 20%. Growth drivers for widespread adoption of graphene batteries include the high demand for electronic devices, especially now during the pandemic, and further adoption of fully electric vehicles. To put graphene as a material into perspective, it is more electrically conductive than copper, and it is the most thermally conductive material known to man. And finally, Preliminary tests from tests and research conducted by Samsung show that when you charge a lithium-ion battery that has been embedded with graphene and compare it with a normal lithium-ion, if if you apply an extremely fast charging rate, the lithium ion that has graphene embedded on it lasts far more cycles compared to the lithium ion that slowly disintegrates as it is being charged. And so this ends my weekly assessment. Thank you, everyone.